Three generations. Three generations. Three generations.
You can say to a kid today, don't do this or this gonna happen. And that same kid will be like, well, why you doing this? Whereas back in the day, we didn't do that. We could know an adult was wrong or living wrong or just not being right in their lives. But we respect what they said.
Now, when you respected it, why do you think you respected it? Was it because you were just like respecting it, or you knew better, or there were consequences, or you had to
it was consequences behind it.
That's
you
right.
know, it's like you couldn't tell an adult back in the day you lied. That was like you might as well dig your own grave.
That's right.
But you couldn't do that. But today's kids, it's different.
It is different, but today's kids, and only some of them, because there are some families that don't play that. You know why? Because mom and daddy gonna keep you straight. All of mom and daddy, sisters and brothers gonna be in your butt. Everybody's gonna be in your butt. And you're gonna learn respect, you're gonna go to church, you're gonna do certain things a certain way. But even in my day, everybody wasn't like us. We grew up in an environment where we said our prayers, we respected the elders, we dressed a certain way because that's what we were trained to do. Now, there were some families back then where the kids just ran amok and did whatever they want to do. It's in the home. When my grandmother took us somewhere, it was 4 of us. She can take us when we were like little ducks following behind her. When we got to that place, we lined up and we sat down like little ducks. People offered us stuff. Would you like some candy? Would you like? We said no thank you, because that's what we were told to do before we left home. When we got to wherever we was going, it could be the doctor's office or Mary's house. It didn't matter. We sat down. We did not talk unless somebody asked us to talk. We did not move, and we did not touch anything on the tables and everything else. Today, these kids, they run amok. They never sit down. They touch everything. They flip. They do everything. You know why? Because they've been allowed to do that. So it's not so much about the time period. It's about what happens at home. Now, when you take your child somewhere and you be like, you better get down, you better stop. Didn't I tell you? You saying that now. But if you had trained them at home, you wouldn't be saying it in public. Period. So I agree that today's children are different, but because they've been allowed to be different.
Not in all cases, though.
Nothing's 100%.
Right.
Like just even in my time, everything wasn't 100%. I was just speaking from factual. I can literally dig up a whole bunch of scenarios, but I'm talking about this particular one.
Right.
If you train kids at home, you raise them right, and you stay on top of them with it. Don't let them get away with anything. But the problem is the younger parents are so preoccupied with everything else. It's more parents on their cell phones and stuff that they can't even focus on the kids or have a consistency of behavior because they are all screwed up.